let's connect, let's get connected with heads, you know what I'm saying, in the scene, you know what I'm saying, who get busy, who share the mindset and all that sort of thing, you know what I mean? But it kind of fell through initially, and I'm talking about the original BumRap concept. This is years back. It actually kind of fell through because, like, I think cats were kind of down with it, but everybody started doing other things, you know, and nothing panned out. So it turned out we just went ahead and flipped our thing.
And I do remember cats getting open on that concept. And it's like you mentioned, it was kind of like on the fly, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're not going to waste too much time doing this, that, and the third on it. We're just going to get loose and whatever comes out, comes out.
So BumRap is the formula to bring together a wider collective of artists and get, I guess, just get more people involved in kind of our creative process, but in a more off-the-cuff type of manner. It's kind of like this album. The previous BumRap album was all produced by myself, Rhymes, myself as Fate, cuts by Touch Nice, and then Bashir contributed. Did he contribute just that one track on the first album?
He's the most people. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So he contributed the one, and I guess this album just kind of came about from the San Francisco recording sessions where we were to the scratch portion. As Fate was just writing rhymes to Bashir beats, and then we recorded as many songs as we could in the span of, what, like 2 days? Yep. Actually, not even that, like 36 hours maybe.
It's different. It turned out different, and that's cool. And that's what I like. You know, it's growth. Even though it's kept most bummy, like shit, even a bum can find a nice coat every once in a while, right? Yeah. So it's like, it's ill.
Concept, I thought that was a dope play on words that they use. BumRaps, how that worked on multiple levels. I don't know if it was intended to be that way or not. But
what kind of levels you talk about, man? Well, I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, like BumRap, because
you dismember the image, watch the outer line trimmer, simmer down these skillet clowns of formaldehyde dinner. Guess rest when you cherish revolution on. Settle beef like metal seeping into alley grass and lawnscapes, landmarks made from where your homie got caped. Creeping where he
and whatever style they rock, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? But as far as BumRap, I think the original concept was like just a collective. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whether it be MCs, producers, DJs, writers, you know what I'm saying?
I'm fully represented. That's, I mean, I wouldn't be, you know, in a crew that wasn't, that wouldn't allow me to get as free as what I do, you know, so I never feel underrepresented in anything, so, I mean, to me, that's not a question.
When somebody has a bum rap, you know what I mean? Or it's bums rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway.
It's refreshing to us because, you know, every now and then you hear some shit in there that you dig, you know what I'm saying? It's just like any cat that's fucked with decks before and a little bit of a vibe session, you know what I'm saying? And you get loose and you zone out. At some point you always zone out with the fader, you know what I'm saying? And you do something that you haven't done before. And that feeling, that little feeling you get from that makes you keep doing it again and again. It makes you come back to the decks on days after, you know, not messing with it or when you've been tired or anything like that. that's what BumRap's about, capturing that.
Really, it's just kind of like stream of conscious and just rhyme to good beats, and just, you know, kind of bring back a more raw essence, not an over-processed, really polished, put together piece of material. It just is, you know, it's you sitting naked somewhere, basically. Like, you may see my vulnerability within this material because it's meant to be that way. It's meant to kind of give it a human type of aspect, I guess.
To do some things that, you know, maybe try some techniques here and there that we wouldn't normally flip on. In a more focused format, you know, in a more directed piece of work.
Lost my train of thought. That was it. And what I was meant to talk about earlier when cats were talking about BumRap, and I like that wordplay, was, you know, when bummy, that's kind of almost a way of saying something's like kind of grimy or gritty. And like when I think of BumRap, you know, a lot of that shit is like, it's kind of goes back to that raw, like grimy, gritty shit, you know, of, you know, when we were talking about the, you know, what you hear is what you get, basically.
The masses on some fluoride, pacifists reach your neighbor. Back break for labor. Daughters manipulated in cars, only grow on trees if you dipping in cream and such. I see them keying up.
Because it's just, its whole thought process is you don't think and analyze as deeply. You don't really get the fine details in the sculpture. You know, you keep it more of an abstract. You know, you let the lines you didn't cut, you know, make the statements that maybe the lines you would have cut on another piece say. You know, so at its rawness, that's kind of, you know, with those edges that maybe you think should have been more polished or more sharp. Actually, the whole point is that we don't do that. We keep those edges rough because why not? It looks good, right? It sounds good, right? You're bobbing your head, you're enjoying what you're hearing, seeing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yo, indelible evidence, godlike devilishness, conversing in unspeakable tongue, collapse through lungs to puncture your fun, murder your faith, turning your capes, and ain't no superhero, zero amigos. Now let the people see the city gave birth, but all the while pronounce the name as absurd. Never learn, do we? Now do we learn or do we already know? Do we keep chiefing or we already blow? You unholy foul being, same as me.